Thank you so much for joining us, Koffi. Let's just begin with the cultural significance of the Lantern Festival. Could you explain that to us in more detail?
Well, thanks for having me on board. By and large, the nature of the significance of any festival of that nature is a universal human value, which translates into sort of the inclusive celebration of specific time and space for a family, a community, or a nation by and large. And I think that's very, very important. And that brings together, that reunites people, enjoy happiness, of course, and then sharing a specific culture. Now, this is what the celebration of the Chinese Spring Festival or the New Year is all about. This is as simple as it can be described, but it's a human, really, if you want, human event that brings warmth, especially at a new season.
Koffi, I mean, we saw that from the different reports that we had from our different correspondents who are in China. And also we saw people of different cultures tasting the food and really getting involved. And just like you said, just making it more a universal celebration. But speak to us about how the Lantern Festival, one of the things that we keep on hearing throughout the reports is that it's about joy, sharing, and family reunion as the evening gala conveys. How does that compare, Koffi, with our traditional festivals here on the African continent? And what would you say would be the difference, the differences are, and are there any shared values?
Yes, indeed. It comes down to the same point that I've mentioned, that those human universal values of happiness, family, community, celebrating a culture that really matters. I think that's the first point of convergence between what's happening in Chinese New Year's festival and festivals happening in Africa. I must say that in South Africa, part of the community also celebrates the Chinese New Year, especially in Chinatown here in South Africa. Unfortunately, this year has been a little bit different because of the COVID-19 restrictions, but it's sort of mixed. Some of it has happened in physical and present, but also online. I've attended the one organized by the Chinese ambassador here, which was quite nice. And then I want to bring another form of festival also in West Africa, in Ivory Coast and Ghana, the festival of yam. The festival of the yam. The yam is a very specific tuber that's pulled out of the ground. It's like if you want potato, but it's much bigger, and it's celebrated once a year. What it does is it brings people together, and like all food, there are communities and for coming together to celebrate joy, happiness, but also agriculture, the element of the new year coming up, and also being alive. It's something very important for festivals, joyfulness and celebration together.
Thank you so much for all that, Koffi. Koffi Kouakou, he's a senior research fellow at the Center for Africa-China Studies at the University of Johannesburg.